The final day of the Sailing Champions League Asia Pacific Southern Qualifier started with rain squalls and a 1-hour postponement. But after a short wait, sailors got on the water for another round of group racing. It was make or break as teams were putting in their last-ditch efforts to earn a spot in the 6-team final series. Making it into the finals was Chris Jackson from Mornington, Sam King from the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania, 3 Sandringham teams led by James Sly, Harry Sly and Matty Goss, as well as Laura Harding from Blairgowrie. The first 2 races were sudden death knockouts for the last placed boats, and unfortunately after a close call with the Tasmanians that resulted in a penalty and a crew falling overboard, it was young gun Matty Goss that was eliminated first.
We saw lots of improvement in the first race today. We started getting all our hoist drops, all that kind of stuff really well. Getting used to the boats, some little mishaps here and there, but it's just getting used to the boat. So yeah, it's great format. Would love to come back and do it next year.
The second elimination race started in a close battle, but it quickly became the 2 top-seeded teams, Sam King from Tasmania and the hometown hero Chris Jackson from Mornington, battling it out to stay in the game. They had a great tussle and split at the final bottom mark, rolling the dice with the challenging shore breeze. But in the end, the Tasmanians picked up something special on the left-hand side, closer to the shore, and sent the home team packing back to the club.
I called it, hey, it's all on red. We swiped the credit card here. We got no choice and we couldn't get back to them. And we just had to keep our lateral separation and hope the shift held on the right. Sudden death there, and we thought we were doing it conservatively enough, and we just had that bad one at the wrong time. So it's the way it goes. Really good to be out sailing with my daughter and great mate Dave Eichmeyer, Mel Hitchenhall, one of our local inspirations around the club, and would have been really nice to carry it up for NYC to the end, but there's some nice sailors out there and they do plenty of it. We're getting a little older in the tooth, so anyway, enjoyable weekend, great format, really good concept, and nice to wind back the clock and do some sailing.
The next step was for the final 4 to race off, where the first team to register 2 race wins would emerge as the overall victor. The racing was close, competitive and extremely fierce, with the sailors leaving nothing in the tank. Sandringham's James Sly and the Tasmanians, led by Sam King, traded blows to both take out a race win in the opening 2 races of the finals, setting each of them up with a match point and the competitive advantage. Then, after Sly suffered a jib luff breakage in the final moments of the pre-start of the 3rd race, it looked like we would see King run away with it or a race abandonment due to the broken gear. Eventually, PRO Steve Orlick pulled the pin, extending the grudge match that little bit longer. The Tasmanians took their sailing to another gear in the last race, and after an impressive start, stormed home to take an emphatic win and the overall victory of the Southern Qualifier.
Yeah, no, full credit to the team. I really owe it to them. They made me look good. Like Charlie, Alice and Chloe, amazing at their jobs. Yeah, that's true, we almost did get knocked out, but what can you say? Like we're just mousing it along, hiding our real speed. Like, you know how it is, Dennis Conner type stuff. Well, yeah, I had that worrying feeling of like, all right, we're in the lead now, and I had that twice in a row. So I think the second time round I had a bit more coping power. But Chloe was in my ear the whole time. Everyone was talking to us, and she's just like, don't say anything silly. So she kept me from getting myself in trouble. Massive thanks to everyone who helped us, mostly the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania, our families, Chloe for letting us stay, Musto for providing some gear, and yeah, just super stoked. And to all the organisers of this club, Mike Turnbull for getting this kind of thing running, and it's just, yeah, super great event. Stoked to have Tassie take it out twice.